And a very good afternoon. It's Sunny and Shay here on BBC WM 95.6. Now, Sunny has left me and we'll be catching up with him a little bit later on to find out what he's been up to. We're out of the studio today in the Black Country to celebrate the fact that BBC Sports Personality of the Year and Super Movers are touring the West Midlands. Now, as we know, yesterday they were in West Bromwich and Smethwick. Earlier today, the tour was in Cheslin Hay near Cannock. And tomorrow it's going to be heading to two schools in Birmingham. One is in Aston and the other is in Castle Bromwich. But today we're in Wolverhampton, and I'm joined now by Alison Grennan, who is the head teacher of St Luke's Primary School here in Wolverhampton. Firstly, thank you for letting us take over today, Alison.
That's no problem. A little bit nerve-wracking, but the children and the staff are really looking forward to everybody being here.
How important has, firstly, Super Movers been for the school in terms of the school having this tour and everyone coming and really having a spotlight on St Luke's?
Really, it's thanks to Wolves, to be honest, that we've been involved. We use some of our sports premium to buy into the package that they deliver, and we work closely with them to come and they deliver curriculum activities and after school and lunchtime. And as part of that, they introduced us to Super Movers, and now that's utilised through our school curriculum, and it's used for maths and English and PE while the children are getting warmed up. And so it's really exciting that we've been able to be a part of this.
I have to talk to you about the fact that when I was younger, I remember sports were a big part of my life. I wanted to do every and all sports, but that was quite expensive. I remember when I decided I was going to do tennis, my mother had no idea that it would cost us something like £75 for a racket, and then I needed the right trainers and then needed the right kit. How important is it for you as a school to provide that support to children, no matter what their background? If they want to do sports, they should have the accessibility to be able to do that.
And I think you need to get over that barrier, because our children need to know that they can have a go at whatever sport that they want to do, which is why as a school, in the curriculum and after school, we do a load of sports. We do netball, cricket, we do rounders, we do athletics, we do badminton before school, and I think we do cricket, with football. Everybody seems to think it's all about football. It's not just about football. We do everything. We do dance, and obviously the children don't have to pay for those activities. They don't have to wear specialist equipment. They don't have to have their branded clothes. We just want them to go from our school and have the experience of having tried lots of different sports, because then who knows, when they go to secondary school they may specialise in one thing, or we might have a future sports athlete in our school, and I think we will have.
I've got to ask you as well, as the school head teacher, how important is it for you to be speaking to parents daily? Because I just mentioned my mum, and I know, my mother used to work 3 jobs, and there were times when she needed to let the teachers know that certain things that Sharon wanted to do, she couldn't. And it was having that communication and getting that support from my school, which really helped me when I needed it. Is that something that you're really keen to do on a daily basis?
Well, one of our big things here is about communication with our parents, and we do that in a lot of ways. So our children come to the classroom doors every morning, so there's an opportunity for parents to speak to teachers and staff on the doors in the morning. One thing that we've developed this year and over the last couple of years, is our Facebook page, which I had a little bit of a few qualms about, because social media, schools, but actually it's been brilliant telling the parents and keeping them in touch with everything that's going on. We have loads of things that happen at St Luke's, and so trying to keep them informed and keep them updated is one of our big things. We run a lot of workshops and a lot of sessions for parents to come in and learn with their children, and that's the way that we can, because school and learning is all about children, parents and teachers working together.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I've got a 13-month-old, so I've got all of this to look forward to. I've got to ask you just finally, what was your favourite sport in school?
PE.
What sport within PE?
Well, I play netball, and I still play netball, not very well, but I do play for a team in the Wolverhampton League. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
No, I am very old and unfit, but I do support the Wolves as well, so football is a passion of mine. But any type of sport. You know, I wasn't very artistic, so dance, gymnastic wasn't really my thing. My mum said I was like a baby elephant, really. So more of a team sport is what my kind of thing was.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure speaking to you, Alison, and thanks again for letting us take over the school today.
That's no problem. Thank you very much.
I'm joined now by Lisa Kirk, who is the PE lead at the school. Lisa, how important has it been for Super Movers and BBC Sports Personality of the Year to be coming to St Luke's today?
It's such a fantastic opportunity for the children. It's inspirational for them to see this in school. I know that children this morning when they've come in, they've said that they're so excited because Super Movers are in. They see them, they see it on the screen, and now they're going to see the faces behind it, and they're going to see everything to do with it today. So it's fantastic.
How important has it been for you to ensure that all children, no matter what their ability, are engaged in sports? You know, of course, in recent years, we've had so much regarding obesity, and looking at the stats in Birmingham and the Black Country, it's not getting better, unfortunately. So is that something that you're really conscious about on a day-to-day basis with the children that come into school?
Definitely, obesity in Wolverhampton is really, really high. So it's something that we, as a school, we track it. So we have we get the children's data, and we see who does what sport, and we make sure that all children are engaged in some form of physical activity, whether it's an after-school club or whether it's doing something at dinner time. We have play leaders at dinner time who do dance and who organise dinner time competitions as well. So it's just, and it doesn't need to be competitive. It can just be being active, which is why bringing it back to Super Movers is fantastic, because it is just about getting up, getting active.
And with that, what was one of your favourite sports when you were younger?
Same as Alison, netball. Netball all the way. That's all I played. I played so much netball up until recently, actually. So
how tall are you?
Just under 5'11".
Okay, fine. So I'm 5'9" and a bit, and I was always put in goalkeeper. What about you? You're nodding away. The tall ones are always goalkeeper, aren't we?
Goalkeeper. Or goal defence if I'm feeling fit, but goalkeeper mainly.
Yeah, I think you and I had a very similar experience when we were younger. I've got to ask you just finally as well, we've talked about Super Movers, BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Is that something that the kids are really excited about?
They are really excited. They follow lots of different sports and lots of different sports personalities. So I think they're really looking forward to it as well.
Well, listen, thank you so much for having a chat with us. Maybe later on we can get you and Sunny doing some kind of form netball moves. I don't think he's ever done that before.
I'll defend and he can shoot.
And a very good afternoon. It's Sunny and Shay here on BBC WM 95.6. It has been such a jam-packed show, but in the best possible way, honestly. Big thanks again to Radzi from Blue Peter for having a chat with us. Now, if you're just tuning into the show, we're live today from St Luke's Church of England Primary School in Wolverhampton for the Super Movers Tour. We can't come to school, of course, without speaking to some of the fantastic students. And they've just finished their assembly. And, of course, they're going to be heading home very soon. So we've managed to grab as many of them as we can. We're joined by, we've got Karanveer and Connor, both from Year 6. And also we've got Corey and Leah from Year 6 as well.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
See, the energy is very low, which is good, because that means in the assembly they did their job. They took all the energy out of you through the
Lots of exercise.
Did that work?
Yeah.
Now, you said to me, as soon as you came and sat down and said, listen, I'm gassed. And when I was younger, that meant something different to what it means today. So just for anyone who's my age, what does gassed mean?
When you're gassed, it's like when you're excited or happy that something's happening.
Now, did you take a picture with the trophy?
Yeah.
And which trophy did you get really excited about?
The Premier League one.
Wow. What about you, Connor?
I like the Premier League one too.
So now tell me about your favourite team that you enjoy supporting when it comes to football.
My favourite team is Wolves.
And is that your girlfriend's as well?
He's got all red.
He's got all red and thinking, no, I don't talk to her about football.
Were you really excited then, Connor, to see, of course, John Ruddy here from Wolves?
Yeah, I was really excited.
And you're a Wolves fan?
Yeah.
And what about yourself?
I'm a Man U fan.
Oh, that's good. No. Why a Man U fan? I'm just out of curiosity.
It's just my entire family. My dad supported it.
Fair enough. It's in the blood.
Otherwise, you won't get your food, isn't it? I mean, you just got to go with the family, right? You can't just come and say, oh, I'm going to be a Wolves fan, or I'm going to be anything else but that fan. Otherwise, they'll be just like, right, can you go upstairs?
No, I supported it because I also like the team itself.
Fair enough. Now, let's go to Leah. Leah, have you enjoyed the assembly today? We had Gabby Logan, John Ruddy. Has it been a lot of fun for you today?
Yeah, because there's like it's there's like loads of famous people, and I've had lots of experience with lots of people that I probably won't get to know in the future.
And what sport do you enjoy doing then?
I like swimming because I'm on the deep end, and I enjoy it, and it's something I'm good at.
See, that's something that Shay's not really good at.
I was going to say, you're better than me. I can't
She's
swim.
on the shallow end, and as soon as the water comes up to her ankles, she starts panicking.
Yeah. So you're better than me. Well done, Leah. Also, we've got Corrie as well. Corrie, are you a big football fan? Yeah. And who is it that you support?
Wolves.
So what was it like for you to have John Ruddy here? Were you really excited that he'd come down today?
Yeah, I was really excited because I want to be a goalkeeper as well.
So you want to be a goalkeeper?
Yeah.
And earlier on we were speaking to him. He goes, I didn't start off as a goalkeeper, but I got into that because I enjoyed it. What do you like about goalkeeping?
You get to have the ball most, and you get to be on the pitch most of the time.
And you get to pick up the ball,
Yeah.
which is always fun, isn't it? And so let me ask you this, because if I was going to play any part of football, it would be a goalkeeper, because you don't have to run around as much. You can just chill out and just let them do all the running. Is that another reason why you like being a goalkeeper?
No.
No, you like moving around.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. What did you do in the assembly that got your heart rating racing?
When I was kicking the ball, when we had to kick the ball left and right.
And what about you, Connor? What's the one thing that you enjoyed about the assembly that you're going to go home and get your parents to do?
We done some super moves, and that really enjoyed me.
Tell me about the super moves. Were you doing star jumps? Were you?
We was doing like a football game, and you had to kick left, right, dodge tackles, and score.
I have to say, I love your hair. Who styled your hair today? For our listeners, you've got a very cool mohawk going on.
My mum done it.
Ah, hello
Mum's
to
got
Mum.
style, man.
She has, and all the kids
BBC
look
don't let
lovely.
me do that anymore.
No,
I got
no.
Adam over there. He's like, no, comb it down. We're going to a school.
And Karen V, for yourself, what did you enjoy about Super Movers today? Was it a lot of fun for you?
Yeah, I enjoyed doing the headers because that means the camera see you more.
He
look
wants to be in
good.
front of the camera. he does.
Absolutely. And I've got to just finally ask as well, Leah, with the Super Movers today, as the lads have just mentioned, there was a lot of football. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I really did. It just gets you like pumped up, like, and makes you feel like more active and like energetic.
And can I ask you, when you go home, are you going to apply some of these things that you learnt today with your family at home?
Because my brother he likes football, and sometimes my dad says he can't go to the park because it's raining and it's cold.
So you can do it indoor now.
Yeah.
You can get it's all right, Dad. Get up. We can do it here because they showed me that at school. And so here's the thing: who's the most athletic in your house? Is it your mum or your dad?
My dad.
He's still the most athletic.
Yeah.
And what about yourself, Corrie? Who at home likes to play football with you then, maybe helps you with your goalkeeping skills?
My dad.
And is he really good at football, or are you constantly telling him, hold on, Dad, this is how you do it?
A bit. He's okay.
He's okay.
You're better, basically.
Yeah.
Bless. Listen, it's been such a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much for having a chat with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I just get you guys, for the last time, just show me some kind of move that I can do before we go to the travel? Is there any move that you can show me that I can do with you guys
We
right
can
now?
stand up if you want
Shall
us
we stand
to
up?
stand up.
Let's stand up.
Right, so we're going to stand up with the kids.
So
Who's
who's going to tell us what we're doing? Go on, Connor.
We was doing headers when you jump up and go up.
All right, so you jump up and move your head side to side. Are you
okay,
ready? We'll do
after
it together.
three. All right,
Okay.
ready? One, two, three, and my headphones are almost gone. Thank you
Feel a
for
bit
that,
dizzy on that
kids.
one.
Yeah, we're going to have to sit
Thank you,
back down.
guys.
Thank you. It was lovely catching up with Leah,
So
Corrie,
well behaved these kids
Connor,
are.
absolutely, and
Yeah.
Karen Veer as well. And in the next half an hour of the show, we're going to continue finding out more about Super Movers and BBC Sports Personality of the Year. And a very good afternoon. It's Sunny and Shay here on BBC WM 95.6. The show has really flown by today,
It has
hasn't
indeed.
it?
We have a lot of voices, but I
yes.
think all the voices matter because
Absolutely.
they are talking about the experiences and their health and everything else. And health is quite important to everyone, I guess, anyone who's listening.
Well, that's because today we've been, of course, celebrating the fact that BBC Sports Personality of the Year and Super Movers are touring the West Midlands. If you've just tuned in, earlier on in the show, we had Gabby Logan, of course,
We did.
BBC Sport presenter, and we were joined by John Ruddy, Wolves goalkeeper. We just as well earlier on spoke to Radzi from Blue Peter. Well, we're based today at St Luke's Primary School here in Blakenhall, Wolverhampton, and we're joined by some more Year 6 students. We've got Adrian, we've also got Naraya, and we've got Kanyule. Now, Radzi from Blue Peter said that Kanyule is quite talented. In fact, he said he'd be great with sports. Kanyule, what is it that you actually do? What sport do you love doing then?
So me, I'm a runner and a footballer.
And what out of the two, running or football, do you love more?
Football.
Ah, really? Who do you support then?
I support Arsenal.
You support Arsenal. And when it comes to running, how do you focus on running? Because I tried running and I just get bored. How do you motivate yourself when you're running?
I just concentrate on what I'm doing.
And how far can you run?
Well, I've done 800 meters before.
Wow. So Mo Farah better watch out. You like long distance or short?
I prefer long.
You prefer long.
Yeah.
And who's your favourite runner at the moment?
Yeah, Mo Farah.
Mo Farah. I thought so.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Naraya, how has the day been for you today? Have you enjoyed it with all of these fantastic names coming? We mentioned John Ruddy earlier on as well, and Radzi. Has it been fun for you today?
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing, and I think it's a big opportunity.
In what way? Is it an opportunity to find out more about sports, to really kind of engage and have a little bit of fun with everyone during assembly? What are the aspects you've enjoyed of the day?
Getting active and knowing that my body is being healthy and meeting all the brilliant people.
Now, Adrian, in the assembly, we heard you guys make a lot of noise out there, right? And I was like, oh, look, they're just having so much fun in there. Did you enjoy it as much as we could hear you enjoying it?
I enjoyed it a lot, as like there was loads of different people that I haven't met before that I got to know, and I know what they like.
And what is it that they liked and you liked? There was some commonality there as well?
Yeah, I like football as well. Yeah. And when
is it John?
John, is it John? John came
Ruddy?
up from... Oh.
Yeah, John and also Gabby.
Yes.
They sort of have the same interest as me.
And now, when you look at your interest and when it comes down to being athletic, do you do a lot of activities with your parents and with your family at home? Do you like going out and doing a lot of things, or do you enjoy sitting like myself and playing some games on the consoles?
Well, I like playing on consoles like PS4, but sometimes, like, because we have clubs in the school, like today I'm doing sports and athletics, so I do spend some time like doing some sporty activities.
And do you have a football team that you support?
I support Wolves.
Oh, well done. Oh, look at Kanye's like, no.
No, look, Arsenal fan over there.
Can't be having that, he says.
He just fell back in his seat. Oh, come on.
No.
No.
Let's find out from yourself as well, Kanyule. Because you've mentioned that, you love running and obviously football as well. Do you tend to do a lot of activities at home? Do you practice with the family, or is it very much when you're in school?
Yeah, definitely. I've only got 2 days of rest, Friday and Wednesday. Right now, I'm playing for Wolverhampton district team.
Nice, well done. And I have to ask as well, the ladies, is it important to see more women's sports come on TV? I mean, like, the English team is doing very well when it comes to football,
team,
and they are doing a lot better than the men's team is. Is it nice to see women's sports on TV more often?
I think it's nice because over like the past few years, when I've been watching like sports, I feel like men overtake more of it than women, and women don't really get that much time to show what they can do.
And let's ask you, Naraya, do you agree with what Adrian's just said? Is it important for you, or do you think actually you just want to see more sports? It doesn't matter if it's men or women, or do you like to see ladies doing more sports?
I think it's more empowering for the ladies to do sports, and we should definitely do more, and the ladies should be shown more.
And what is one of your favourite sports that you like to do?
I love swimming.
Do you? Oh, goodness. Earlier on I was talking to Leah. I cannot swim at all. Do you like to do on the deep end? How many metres do you like to do?
As a matter of fact, I was swimming today. And
really?
We do like lengths, so from shallow to deep, and we keep on going back and forth, back and forth.
Now, final question before we go into our next song. Fortnite, what's your favourite skin?
Galaxy.
Oh,
that's a
and
new
what
one, that's
about
new one.
yourself, Naraya?
I'd have to say Galaxy.
Galaxy as well. Well, we've got to ask Canulay.
Hate it.
Well done.
First one. He is
the
a true,
only one. He
true
hates sport.
sportsman right there.
Right, so
well
do
done.
you not like any games online then?
Well, of course I do like games like FIFA and all that.
Yeah. But not Fortnite.
No.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact this is a real sportsman.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
do.
Sport like a
Well,
sportsman.
listen, Canulay, Naraya, and Adrian, a pleasure having you. Thanks for speaking to
Thank you,
Cinebody.
guys.
Thank you.